Previously on Survivor, a majority alliance began to form on the Chomanik tribe commanded by Hannah and Kevin, who attempted to bring in Katie as their fifth.
I think just the most important thing is we've got our 5 now, and no matter what happens, then we're set.
Katie, feeling on the bottom, bonded with Tommy, and together they found themselves in the middle of 2 dominant groups. On the Wahoo tribe, Aaron, Ellie, and Peyton were initially left on the outs due to their inabilities to attend a tribe meeting.
I think all of the upperclassmen were recognizing we have homework, and all the first years in Quinn were kind of like, you need to play the game still.
But when Hunter and Quinn appeared to be playing too hard, the tribe turned on them and targeted Quinn.
She was alternating back and forth between being really nice and being like super competitive.
Wanting to protect his closest alliance, Hunter pulled as many strings as he could, but fell short, as Quinn became the first person eliminated. 17 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Having a successful vote, that did feel very nice. I will say, I am a little worried that I organized it a bit too well, but I did notice that my name was in there twice. I honestly have no idea why I received votes. Was it one of the 3 guys, or was it Hunter who just kind of like flipped?
Apart from Quinn, I was the only one who voted out Peyton. Before Tribal Council, Margaret texted me and she says that Ryan, Andy, and Mario told her they had flipped against Quinn. Now, they didn't tell me, they just told Margaret. But by the fact that Margaret telling me that they flipped tells me that I can trust Margaret.
He wanted to go Peyton, so I said that yes, I was going to do that.
Okay. Peyton?
Pinky, promise? Peyton.
Okay, all right.
Even though in reality I felt pretty confident that it was the right move to go Quinn. But then as I was walking to Tribal, I just had this thought, and I was like, if I don't let him know what I'm doing, then I feel like I'm gonna lose his trust, and then this whole next week, I don't want him gunning for me or anything. So I texted him right beforehand and said that I was going for Quinn and that he should too. And he was texting me frantically. He's like, wait, so what's the plan?
I didn't realize I was going to be the only person voting out Peyton besides Quinn. I should have gone with my gut. I should have voted out Quinn. But that's fine. That's fine. I know where the votes lie. Andy, Mario, Ryan, I know they're working together. Possibly Margaret in there. As far as Andy goes, I don't trust Andy. Mario, I know for sure. Mario and Ryan do not trust me whatsoever.
No, but at the tribal, he was like, I don't trust Quinn. Like, he whispered that to me, and he's like, should I vote for Quinn? I was like, just stick with the 6.
Yeah. I had a question about whether or not there was going to be a second Peyton vote, and there was, and I think somebody lied to me, and I think it was Hunter. It's not the fact that he lied to me that concerns me. It's the fact that he thought that was the right play that concerns me.
Right now, I'm dead in the water. But if I can pull myself out of this mess, I might be the best player in UVA Survivor history.
First, Wahoo squad, winning the game, tricking everybody.
So my core alliance is Kevin, Lauren, Ethan, Katie, and me. I definitely know that Lauren and Ethan are gonna stay loyal, and Katie, and Kevin I think too.
So we're all just kind of sharing information about what we felt from other people outside of our order.
So
my conversation with Tommy was 45 minutes long. Like,
Whoa.
I recorded it. It was really long. So, yeah, he talks a lot.
Tommy, he basically has been going around to each person on the tribe and been asking them individually to like hang out for lunch or something like that, just super casual.
What about you? Did you do anything fun last night?
Basically, didn't want to talk about strategy, he just wanted to get to know people better.
So, he kind of said this similar things that he said to you, Lauren. Like, he said that he didn't want to like sacrifice his morals.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I'd
was
rather
thinking about
like
that. I was like,
make friends and like have friends than like be like all shady and all over the place and like maybe get a little further, but like that's not worth it to me.
He like said he kept on emphasizing that he was like really loyal, and he like pulled out his laptop that had his sticker that said loyal with Ohio. I was like, trying a little bit too hard here, but so there's that. He didn't really want to talk about
The game.
the game.
Yeah,
He just
that's why I
kinda
was like,
wanted to-
literally, we didn't talk about the game.
And I've been trying to get to like everyone, just like get to know people more like personally than game. I like really have been trying to stay away from game talk so far.
Right.
Just like get to know people personally, like make a connection outside the game.
Like, we all chose Survivor for a reason.
Right,
Like,
we have
all
something in
must, like,
common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Love it. Yeah. So,
Like, I was like, are they actually gonna use this video on Survivor? Because it was like, we were literally talking about the most random stuff.
That makes me like not want to vote him out. He just seems
I know,
like
he
such
seems
an
great.
Yeah,
easygoing
he's
guy.
a nice guy.
Tommy's game is, he's really straightforward, he's really honest, he doesn't want to play any of the, he's not like a blindside type of guy, he wants to be straightforward with you, and he said that's just sort of his personality, he doesn't want to throw away his morals for the game.
since I'm a second year, like you have your like first year friends, like your hall friends. You have like I'm in Greek life, so obviously I have like Greek life friends and like whatever. But like you also have like your club friends. So like I'm in UBC, like have my UBC friends. So like now I'm like involved with Survivor. It's gonna like take up. And I was like want to make some Survivor friends. Like why not? You know.
I thought at first he might be like a little shifty, but he really seems like he's dedicated and loyal.
I was like, I would definitely feel safer having like Tommy as like a vote. Which for sure vote with us before the other team does.
I think at the same time though, we don't pull him in as like a sixth member.
Yeah,
We
just like a
have,
voting.
plus one.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's not what
like
I
we
meant.
can hang out with all of us and like eat dinner with us or whatever, but like still, if there's five of like if the tribe comes down to like the six of us, he's the first one out.
Right.
They were still talking about like keeping Tommy on like the outs, and so like Tommy and I like I filled him in on everything. We know we're at the bottom. I think it's gonna be a position of power because we can end up going whichever way we want. I'm not really worried right now. I'm taking it like one step at a time.
So like I was obviously the bottom, but like
That's so annoying.
but basically, yeah, just trying to gain their trust right now.
Why are they acting like we have to like impress them? I know. Do I have to do a dance?
Like they weren't
Do I
even
have
in
to
the
do a
majority.
dance
They were
for
just
them?
4 of them.
I don't know any dances. Katie and I tell each other everything at this point. But I found out upon talking to Katie, an alliance of 5 formed, which obviously is the majority in the tribe. So obviously I was not involved in that. I know that like Katie will tell me after these meetings, they all text the group and they're like, oh my gosh, he's so nice. Like let's bring him in. If you ever moving forward, like want to like reach out to me, want to work together, I'm down. Yeah, or if you ever want to hang out, just like hang out, like text me. If you ever want to come to one of my fraternity parties, text me. So I was slowly working towards just like getting in everyone's good graces, and that kind of gave me a reason to meet with everyone because I was like, I want to make friends, I want to talk to everyone and like get to know them on a personal level, which is true and it's genuine in a sense, but it's also like very strategic.
We were discussing an alliance of sorts.
Right. Do you feel good about on our tribe?
Okay. Well, certainly for the time being, we need to keep Ryan around.
I really like him. Yeah, I texted him, like, I don't care if, like, checking this information. I texted him and was like, yo, like, same thing, like, you two were the 2, like, people that I were like, yeah, I, like, could really trust you and, like, seem, like, loyal and, like, seem, like...
Tommy now trusts me, and I think that when I meet with Kevin and Ryan, we will, I see us forming an alliance. I don't really see how else that could go.
I don't know, did Tommy send you guys any messages at all?
I actually ran into him the other day. Judging on like the conversation I had with him and the fact that he reached out to you, I think he's probably looking for some allies. So, I mean, we could bring him in.
Yeah, we definitely have to work on pulling him in before others do, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, Max was super big on that when I talked to the two of them.
Max and Ryan. He wanted Tommy.
Yeah.
He wanted Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Tommy would definitely come to our side.
It's funny because after every like meeting I have or like meeting they have or anything they say, like Katie and I call each other and we just compare notes and like tell each other everything, which has been so great. Like they don't know that I know that there are 5, but I did. So I decided that I was going to pretend like I'm kind of like a follower and kind of pretend like I'm stupid.
I feel like if we like met up with him and we like talked kind of about like how they've been already like we haven't even lost a challenge and they're already acting like sneaky, then he wouldn't like tell the other side, you know, and he would be with us because we're, you know, we're like loyal with us.
So we're meeting tonight. This organically formed group meeting for the first time. It's not like I'm the 6th or anything.
Alright, we're here.
We're here at Katie's apartment having dinner. It's a Tuesday night. Club going up on a Tuesday. We're eating shepherd's pie and talking
Courtesy of Katie.
strategy.
She is
Shepherd's pie
the kindest
is
woman on the
wonderful.
planet, and I will never ever put her name down because she did this for me. Yeah, it's
The 6, the surviving 6 is what we're calling it. Had our first meeting. We met, and we just kind of like solidified things. It was kind of annoying because I knew all of them were like lying to me. They were like, "Oh yeah, this is like the first group I'm talking to."
We should, even when we're in different tribes, we should tell each other what's up.
Also,
there's
I'm just
no
like,
reason to like.
There's no
go
reason,
against-
yeah.
Like if we have this, that is such a huge thing for all of us.
Because I don't know how like strong the alliance or on the other team are, but just from what I've seen how they've interacted with each other, but obviously we don't seem like we're close either.
Yeah.
But I feel like once the other team switches tribes, they're gonna like
I
their
think
group,
so, too.
their
I don't
group
think
chats
they're
aren't
gonna
gonna be
stick
like, you know, popping. Like they're not gonna talk a lot. They're gonna just move on. But if we keep doing this, I feel like it'll
can help
be
each
way
other
more
out.
advantage, right? Because we can like, you know, tell each other information that maybe it will not help us, but information is power.
And if we, my favorite part was when maybe it was me, was like, "Oh, what are we gonna call ourselves?" Or like someone said that, and Ethan was like, "Aren't we like Wahoo Squad?" Which I know is their other group chat's name.
My like OG alliance is the Wahoo Squad, but the surviving 6 has Tommy in it. And if it comes down to, we're gonna vote Tommy out, and us 5 are gonna be in it.
Shamonki.
Whatever the heck we're called. I don't know who came up with that stupid name.
Hannah and Kevin can be like the people that are seemingly in charge, and if someone were to overthrow the alliance, like they would be the first people to go after. Lauren and Ethan are maybe like the weaker ones, who maybe I think are trying to like sneak by and stuff, so that might also be perceived as a threat. And then Katie and I can kind of sit in the middle and ride that, and hopefully that's how that'll go. So I actually really like the position that Katie and I are in for that.
Come on in, guys.
Let's go.
Try to get your feet wet.
Welcome to your next immunity challenge.
Let's go.
All right, Wahoo is walking in. Check out the new Wahoo tribe. Quinn voted out at the last tribal council. Hannah, what do you think of Quinn being voted out?
To say it bluntly, I would have done the same thing if I was on their team.
And Tommy, how is your tribe doing after your win?
I think we got a lot of good momentum. We're all really excited after the first win, ready to be back. Doing this one for Katie. She can't be here. Yeah.
Yeah, so as an update, Katie had to go to the ER last night, but she is fine. She will be okay. So she'll just be the one sitting out for the blue tribe. Ellie, I noticed you're barefoot again.
Yes.
Okay, so with that, we will be starting the next immunity challenge. For this challenge, we will be doing capture the flag.
Oh, shit!
You'll have 8 members from each team playing. There will be 5 rounds. And the goal of each round is to get a flag from the other side of the arena and get it to your side of the arena, for your tribe. If you get tagged by a member in the side of the arena that is not your tribe's, you will be sent to jail. If the round goes too long and it goes up to 10 minutes, you will have to remove one person from each team, and that's up to the tribe by the time that the 10 minutes has passed. The first tribe to 3 points wins immunity, okay? When an individual crosses the line for their tribe, they get an individual point. By the end of the game, the person with the most individual points will get a clue to the hidden immunity item. I will give you a few minutes to strategize so we can get started. So first round, we will have 4 guys for each team. Tommy, Big Ryan, Kevin, and Ethan for Chomanik. For Waim, we've got Andy, Little Ryan, Mario, and Hunter. Survivors ready? Go! Kevin, Tommy, Big Ryan, Ethan walking over. Andy already nearing the border. Hunter is protecting the flag for Waim. Big Ryan has crossed. Kevin passes.
That's so slippery.
Come on, guys. Y'all got this.
Nobody wants to make the first move. Andy almost slips. Mario's pass. Tommy's got the flag. Big Ryan slips. Mario's now in jail.
Guys, just set us up for failure.
As are Tommy and Kevin and Ethan. Big Ryan. Little Ryan bypassing Big Ryan right now. Andy and Little Ryan both in the safe zone. Big Ryan just watching over them.
You look that way. It looks good on camera. These are brand new too. Fuck me.
There's 3 Lions just strategizing in the safe zone while Big Ryan just watches over them.
Little Ryan.
That's going on the wiki.
6 minutes, 18 seconds. Mario in the background just casually watching. Little Ryan. Big Ryan got Little Ryan. They are, Andy and Little Ryan are now both in jail. And Waim scores 1 point. Okay, for round 2, we have Lauren, Sarah, Hannah, and Max. And Peyton, Margaret, Hunter, and Ellie. Survivors ready? Go! Sarah already crossing for blue. Peyton defending. Max slips. Peyton slips. Sarah slips. Sarah's been tagged. Peyton has tagged Sarah. And now Sarah is in jail. Chomanique is now down a number.
You're out of bounds. Ellie, you're out of bounds.
Ellie was out of bounds. She has to go to jail. Now both tribes are down one number. They are both at 3 people. Halfway through the 10-minute mark.
You got this, guys. It's easy. They're not even that strong. You can make it. Come on.
Both tribes taunting each other.
Nice job, guys. Take someone out while they're down. That's the move.
Lauren passed the line. Peyton almost got her. In 10 seconds, you will remove 1 player from the field.
Ellie, we love you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sarah and Ellie are out of play. We are now at the same 3 players that it's been. Back to square one. Now the other tribe member is going to consult with their playing members. You have 45 seconds left. Peyton driving Max away.
There's no sharp turns out here.
You have 20 seconds.
Just wait it out. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You will have to have someone off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off.
Shut up, Hunter.
Now we've got Hannah and Max and Peyton and Hunter for both tribes.
Hunter, I'd love to see you run. Do you know how?
They're not listening to her.
Max and Hannah making a move. Peyton once again driving Max away. Hannah trying to get where Hunter is. Hannah's in the safe zone.
Tag her.
20 seconds.
We like that.
Hannah has been tagged by Peyton. NYM scores. We are 2-0. So for this third round, we've got Aaron, Little Ryan, Ellie, and Andy versus Big Ryan, Sarah, Hannah, and Kevin. Survivors ready?
Ready.
Go!
Kevin. Come on.
If YM wins this round, YM will win individual immunity. The Ryans are standing guard. Hannah, Sarah, Andy near the border. Ellie and Aaron standing back. Kevin protecting their flag. Sarah's going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
That's why we sit and don't make any fuck.
Ellie is running. Little Ryan getting the flag. Little Ryan's now in the safe zone. Kevin is protecting from 3 different people. Big Ryan and Hannah are both in jail. Ellie is now in the safe zone. Will Wahoo repeat the same meeting strategy?
Ready to go talk long enough, you'll get bored.
Okay, You're right. Who? Dude, I kind of want to run over there. Mid-tackle.
Oh my god, yeah, can we?
Hey guys, what's up? Woo! Congratulations on winning while we have a team member who's having seizures. Fucking awesome. No! No! Kevin! Yeah, Kevin, let's go!
Kevin has got...
Yeah, go get the...
And Kevin scores for Chomani. They are 2-1. Survivors ready? Go! Wahoo spreading out. Margaret and Hunter look like they're defending. Andy and Mario coming out to the border. Mario and Andy. Andy already crossing over. Mario crossing over as well. If Wahoo wins this round, they will win immunity. Chomani does not want that. If Chomani wins, they will tie it up.
3 guys, 3 girls.
Yeah. Max and Andy are both out in jail. Mario's out, but Andy has been freed. "30 seconds. Have someone out by that time. 15.
You have to be out by that time, I think, or something.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are down to Margaret and Andy versus Tommy and Lauren. Andy is in the bounds of Chomani, and Tommy and Lauren are just standing by. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Tommy is running. Once again, trips. Andy is in the safe zone. Andy has been tagged. He is in jail. Will Chomani take advantage of this 2 versus 1 situation? Margaret is the only person in for Wahoo right now. She has to protect her flag against Tommy and Lauren. Lauren is out of bounds. It is 2-2. Three guys and 3 girls on each team. Peyton, Aaron, Ellie, Mario, Andy, and little Ryan for Wahoo. Kevin, Hannah, Lauren, Sarah, Max, and Big Ryan for Chomani. This is for the winning point. Survivors ready? Go! The tribe that wins this point will win individual immunity. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lauren is out.
They can stay in jail.
2 minutes. Mario is in jail. Blue closing in on Pink. Pink playing defense. Erin just spreading her arms out. Kevin has switched out with Big Ryan. Now Big Ryan is protecting his flag with Andy in the circle right now. Have someone out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Hannah is out. Aaron is out for pink. Now it's little Ryan and Kevin with Max and Andy. Kevin is going for little Ryan. Now Kevin is in the safe zone against little Ryan. Max in the safe zone against Andy.
Hey, Max.
You have 20 seconds.
Andy, you got
20.
Just tackle. Just tackle. What do you have?
Andy, I'll race you back. 1v1, race you back.
10,
Go out.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and Chomani wins tribal immunity, and they are safe for the second time in a row. Congratulations, Chomani. You guys have won tribal immunity. And as the person with the most individual points, you will receive a clue to
I forgot all about that.
So unfortunately, Wahoo, you guys will be going to your second tribal council in a row, and you guys are free to go.
And Sarah was like super aggressive in the challenge. Like she kept on screaming at Hunter like, I love to see you run. I love to see your legs moving or something like that. Like she was being really antagonistic towards Hunter, and I think everyone was kind of noticing that because like Tommy and Lauren kept on looking at each other and at me like making faces like this girl's out of control.
She just would say, like she's screaming at the other team like personal things, like calling everyone like names. It just like doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't know, like it's just not like how I conduct myself.
Hunter, I'd love to see you run. Do you know how? Me? I don't know him at all. I've never met him before.
I think there's a general consensus on our tribe that nobody likes Sarah, and I usually wouldn't be so blunt because, you know, I have a general respect for everyone on my tribe and everyone on the other tribe, but what she was saying was just plain rude. It's like, I just don't think that's something that should be used as an insult.
I was just not very fond of a lot of the ways she was conducting herself. For example, at one point when we were running and it was a really intense play and it was me and Ryan and Andy and we were about to take our flag back across the line, she yelled at us and she said,
Congratulations on winning while we have a team member who's having seizures. Fucking awesome.
And Hunter thought they were talking about his Tourette's and he was like so offended.
And I overhear Sarah yelling, wow, look at this kid who's making fun of one of our teammates who had a seizure. I'm not sure what she's trying to do here, but that's completely uncalled for. And I think bringing up, you know, personal matters like a disorder, it's just gross in my opinion.
That was uncalled for. That was bullshit.
Yeah, apparently she was saying mean things about her tribe members during the last challenge.
Okay, yeah.
They definitely have like conflict on their tribe though, because like apparently everyone hates Sarah.
Oh yeah, everyone.
I see why.
Oh my god, I can't stand her.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone on my team hates Sarah. I don't have a problem with Sarah. I like how blunt she is. Probably because I'm a pretty blunt person, so like I really like how she speaks her mind.
I think it was really, first the challenge was simply a frustrating game. A lot of us didn't know how the strategy should be played out, what the strategy should be. I guess one asset that's always gonna end up working for me is just the fact that I come from a background of really hardworking individuals, such as my dad. My dad was an immigrant from Korea who moved to Paraguay after not being able to get a visa automatically to the US, so he came here when he was 15. So just his reminder to always like keep fighting no matter what you're given with. So on my team, I'm the smallest member and may not seem like the strongest physical asset, but just ensuring that I'm always working the hardest is something that, you know, I'll always be reminded by my dad.
I don't know, it can be pretty condescending sometimes if people just like don't pick up things quickly or like don't know what they're doing. Sometimes it's frustrating to like have to hold somebody's hand. I don't know, winning and being hated just seems like more fun than being like loved and losing. The memorable parts come from people being hated, not people being loved, so.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I said at the challenge that I sort of forgot about the immunity idol. I didn't forget about the immunity idol. I 100% knew that that was there. And I knew that whoever was the last person to grab the flag for our team, just based on how many points each person had, would be the person who got the idol. So that's part of why I made the move at the end.
Not trying to be like a shifty guy. Yeah. Yep. The three of us are the power trio.
Right, so yeah, Max and Big Ryan pulled me aside during the final round to capture the flag, and they said to me, Kevin, if we want anyone on our tribe to get the idol, we want it to be you, because they're still thinking that we're that power trio, which, you know, that's sort of where it comes to my advantage. They think right now the idol is going to get played for me or one of them, but the truth is I'm going to play it for me or one of my other alliance.
If you guys are in trouble, I'll play it. Like, it's just about keeping on under the light, you know? Yeah.
Congratulations, you have found the clue to a hidden immunity idol. At our original island lays an idol for protection. Rotunda, because UVA at Survivor at UVA Season 1 was Rotunda Island, and you should find it in a hole near TJ after careful inspection. Alright, well, I just literally looked for the idol for an hour and 15 minutes. Did not find it. I know it's based on the clue, it's by a statue of Thomas Jefferson. So it's either in the rotunda on the basement floor, it's right over there, or it's at the Thomas Jefferson statue down there. And I've literally looked at any single thing that could be considered a hole, whether it's actually in the ground or it's up in a tree, and I swear, like, I could not think of one more spot where it could be. So I really trust my alliance, and I decided after 4 hours of looking on my own that it wasn't worth continuing to look on my own.
So I wasn't at the challenge because I ended up having to go to the hospital, but immediately after the challenge, Tommy called me and he would like fill me in on that kind of stuff. He said that Kevin got an advantage and that was like the hidden immunity idol clue. Kevin didn't like disclose that to anybody. Like, he didn't tell us what the clue was, which I think is kind of sketchy, but I am going to go and help him search for it, like in just a couple of minutes actually. Like,
all right,
he's
so
cute.
I'm here at our original island, and I've put my faith in the alliance, the surviving six, because we are in it to win it till the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think any of them are gonna backstab me. They're my gang. So I'm showing them the clue right now, and they're gonna help me on day 4 of my aggressive idol pursuit.
Does this idol exist?
I
Probably
don't
not.
think so.
Probably not. This is gonna be interesting for me to decide if I do find it, if I want to share that with everyone, or if I want to pocket it.
But I wanted to find it, and I was not going to tell my alliance about it. I was just pretend like, oh yeah, I didn't find it, but then keep it. So, you know, you gotta look out for number 1.
Before, and he said, I'm just worried that someone in our alliance is gonna pocket it. And I was like, that would be so stupid. Like, no one would be that dumb. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, if I have the opportunity to take it and have no one know, like, obviously I'm gonna take that. Like, I think everyone would take that opportunity.
Be undercover because I'm kind of in a sus spot, so I'm looking in holes like this and that. So let's see if we find anything.
So I took them along, and all of us looked for about an hour and a half and couldn't find it. And then when I was sick on Sunday, they all went looking without me and couldn't find it. I mean, as far as I know, but I trust them.
I went kind of further away to a different tree, like far away. And I was like, you know what, it's gotta be near, it's gotta be near. So I said a prayer, and I said, God, I'm gonna go to the statue, I'm gonna look at it, and I want you to just, when I open my eyes, show me where to go. And after I said my prayer, I started walking back to the statue, and something caught my eye. Okay, Okay, I think I just found the idol. And here it is. So let me open this. And I walked back with Katie because she lives like the same direction as me, and I wanted so badly to tell her, and the game that I'm playing is lying low. And I just think it's too early, and that would just completely ruin that. And you know, I trust her, but this is like such a big piece of information that I was like, I have to keep it to myself.
Yeah, so going in, I had sort of known Ryan, who I actually went to high school with.
I went to high school with him.
And then obviously, having talked to Ryan about forming this alliance, I think we're definitely good allies right now, and I think we can go pretty far in the game if we stick together and basically mess up the rest of the alliance. Thinking about going to Michael's and buying stuff to make a fake immunity idol, and so we can pull that out at trial and cause some chaos if we need to. We can be creative. That would be so fun. Yeah, so I need to get to Michael's at barracks, but I can do that sometime in the next 2 days. I have some free time.
Alright,
cool.
Good stuff. So Andy and I have known each other. Well, I didn't actually know him that well in high school, but I'm sort of getting to know him better now. And like I actually kind of like the guy. He's really cool. He's really like he's quiet, but like you can tell he's thinking about a lot of stuff, and like he says really funny things sometimes. Andy, I hope we can keep around, but he's not in my main alliance, so I'm sort of using him, which I feel guilty. Last night, I was going to dinner and I saw Hunter, so I sat with him, and like it was really awkward. Like we didn't even talk about like anything.
So I had a conversation with Ryan at dinner. He's definitely coming after me. I can tell that for sure. And he's actually not my target.
He's so intense. He started like trying to talk strategy with me like on the sideline of the game yesterday.
What did he say?
He's like, so what did you think about the vote last week? And I was like, I literally said, I was like, I'm not in the mental like state to be talking about this right now. I'm so stressed. I kind of feel bad, honestly, because like I really, like I said, I think he thinks like we're pretty tight. It's just kind of hard when he's like, oh, do you want to meet up? Do you want to talk strategy? Like I can't say no really, so I'm forced into a situation of like lying, and I feel bad lying, but I guess that is, you know, part of the game.
Yeah. So, who do you guys think it should be? Hunter?
I mean, yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that Mario, Ryan, and Andy are coming after me. They don't talk to me, they don't like me, and Mario for sure makes it very, very obvious. My plan is to get the 4 girls and me working together. But for that to happen, I need to be honest with Peyton. Okay, so first off, I want to tell you, yes, you know, there were 2 votes against you.
Yeah.
It was me and it was Quinn. Because Quinn was my ally. She was the one I was gonna go to the end with. And so that was more of an act of faith or loyalty than anything else, you know?
Okay.
But like, so like, you know, I hope you realize I'm a loyal guy. And same with you, I understand that like, you told Quinn, you know, that maybe you're gonna vote for Ellie or Aaron or somebody, you know, and
Yeah, because I didn't know what to do.
I don't fault you for that, because you were looking out for your people too, you know? So
Yeah.
like, we're both just looking out for our people, and I get that, you know?
For this tribal, I think our next shot should be someone who's not really like helping us win the challenges, because that's what we need to win now. Is we're struggling with winning, and so Mario's a really chill dude. I don't know if he's competitive.
My thought initially was just Mario, simply because
I don't know how much he's contributing.
Yeah, and you look at week 1, you see how winded he gets, you know? How winded he got trying to carry you.
Well, I don't know if I'd say, like, in regards to that, but he's not really there strategically.
Tribal went my way. Mario seems like a chill dude. It would be Mario. Only because, I don't know. I don't really care, honestly, at this point. Just not me. That'd be the best. Or not Aaron.
I'm not a huge fan of Mario either when it comes to the game.
Yeah.
Like, I like him as a person.
Yeah. I haven't, he seems like a funny person. I haven't really, interacted with him much in terms of, the game, but My concern is he hasn't stood out, like, doing anything in the challenge. That's true.
So on one end, I feel like this should be a clear vote, but on the other end, like, it kind of does scare me. Like, walking here, I got a text from Peyton, like, she made a group chat with me. You know, I'm just being honest with you guys, because, you know, Peyton, Aaron, Ellie, Hunter.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
So Peyton started a group chat with all of the girls and Hunter, which was definitely strange because Hunter wrote Peyton's name down last week. So I have heard that Hunter has been wanting to get Mario out, and he's gonna try and talk to the girls and like get them on his side. So that cannot happen. Hunter texted me earlier today.
I said
he's not texting me at all.
I said I'm too busy to meet up. We can call or FaceTime. But so what should I say? Like, what's the move?
Do you want to put it on me?
So this week we will be voting out Hunter, but this is like a weird week because there's a different target. I am actually a target for this week's tribe.
That would be so stressful for you, though.
I know. I don't know. I'm willing to take it if I have to.
But it's actually going to be a bit of a spectacle when my name is pulled out of the jar.
What is our alliance name?
I was gonna try to do something with our names.
No.
We could be the Super Mario Brothers.
During our meeting, Andy texted me to meet up, and he asked if he wanted to invite Margaret Mario.
And we were already all together, but we didn't want them to know that, so we left Newcomb and like went 3 different ways and showed up somehow 3 different times.
I think so. Well, if we have 4 of us, they can't get a majority.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, so Hunter's been texting me, and he's been like saying exactly what Ellie and Peyton said, of like he's trying to get in with us.
Yeah.
And the more he's talking to me, the more I'm like, this is bad news. I don't like any of this. But now I'm also kind of afraid to be like, hey Peyton, hey Ellie.
Me, Margaret, Ellie, and Peyton have been talking, and as far as I understand it, we're a tight 4.
I don't like to start a whole
No,
thing,
and
so
I
I
like
want
don't
us all to
wanna,
be
yeah,
united and everything.
Want it to be like a group decision and like but I'm like
and I know that the guys like haven't been super social with us, but I also like them. I don't necessarily feel the need to target them.
Yeah, no.
And
I feel like they're
think it
gonna be
almost
so easy to get out.
I almost feel like it's easy that it's just the 3 of them. They're not talking to us, whereas it's so strategic.
So Peyton texted us that we're voting for Mario, and literally like 2 minutes later, Mario texts me that Hunter's voting him out. But I honestly, like, if they're gonna say that they really want someone else out, I think it's in my best interest to just go on along with whoever they want out.
I think honestly Ellie might be the flip here, because if Ellie's on board, then it's like 2-2 split between us, and like, but if it's us 3 being like, hey, I think this is what we want to do, I don't think it would make sense for Peyton to like try and fight that.
I don't really trust Peyton. She lied to both me and Margaret last week, as well as lying to Quinn through text. But if I'm gonna get through this week, I need to work with her for now.
It's kind of like girls and Hunter versus the boys. And we're not really doing that by purpose. And Hunter's very proactive on playing hard and trying to talk to us and figure out what's going on. We just figure we might as well use that to our advantage, like invite him into our little huddle, because the guys don't want him as part of their alliance. So.
Hunter is gunning for me. I think it is important to just like get rid of him, even though he isn't a threat. It's just like with these first few eliminations, we don't want the group dynamic to be off, so it's just best for us all to be on the same page.
Hi. Aaron, how does this feel going to tribal council twice in a row?
It just sucks. It sucks. Bottom line.
Do you think this will be a pattern in the future? Like,
Are you asking me if I think we're gonna keep losing?
Yeah.
No.
Hunter, were there any new opinions made of the other tribe or of you guys during the challenge?
I think we all agreed that girl Sarah was a lot. Just a lot. I know that she was talking about me and my Tourette syndrome, saying I was making fun of Katie for having seizures and stuff, so I just thought that was kind of uncalled for.
Margaret, how does the tribal dynamic work here after your first tribal council, once you know where the votes are locked?
Yeah, I feel like our first tribal we were able to stay mainly united, so I do think it was good in keeping our tribe together. And I mean, I think that this tribal has a potential to kind of create those alliances and create those more clear dynamics, and I hope that we can stay united through it. Hopefully it is not too separating of a vote.
I think most of us really just want to stick together and like work as one, but having to go to tribal really like tears that apart. I think some people are kind of scared that other people might be going for them and vice versa. So there's definitely some lines being drawn.
Mario, how would you say you fit into this tribe individually? What role do you play?
I guess I'm floating. I don't know, I'm just like chilling, like I hear bits and pieces, and I'm just like, if it happens, it happens, I don't know, I guess, because I haven't reached out to many people, like, people think that I'm gunning for them.
Also, let's talk about last tribal. You were the one other person to get votes other than Quinn, and you got 2 votes. Do you know who the other vote for you was other than Quinn?
No, I have suspicions, but I don't.
I mean, I know who voted for Peyton. I don't know if you know. I haven't said it to anyone. And I think she has her suspicions, and I think she probably knows it.
I was the second vote for Peyton. I will say that.
Okay.
And I was loyal to Quinn, and that's just what I'm gonna say.
Why are you being honest about your vote to Peyton?
I feel like everyone probably already knows, I mean, I've told, most of the guys, I've told most of the girls, so it's just not a big deal to me. It's a sign of loyalty. That's it.
Peyton, when hearing that, does that worry you, or does that make you worried about Hunter?
I mean, it did confirm it, my suspicions.
Hunter, so you were the only person who voted wrong then, other than Quinn. Do you think that'll have an effect in the future or in this tribal conflict?
I think the fact that vote flipped will have an effect. I think, it kind of lets me know, who I can and can't trust. And so, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, with that, it is time to vote. Mario, you're up.
I'm sorry, but you're conniving, and I just don't like you.
Let's hope it's you and not me.
I heard from somebody that you were voting for Mario. I cannot have that. And also, I do not trust you at all.
Hate to do this, but I have to make the decision that's best for me individually and for the tribes.
All right. I'll go tally the votes. All right, I have the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play one, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote. Hunter. Second vote. Mario. Third vote. Hunter. Fourth vote. Hunter. Fifth vote. Hunter. Sixth vote, and second person voted out, the survivor Wahoo Warriors. Hunter. That's 5 votes, that's enough. Hunter, the tribe has spoken. Alright, you guys voted unanimously, so hopefully you don't lose the next challenge, so you have to figure out your next vote. You guys are free to go.
Well, they got me. I mean, I guess I'm not the best player in Survivor UVA history, probably. I think where I went wrong is I really stuck my neck out for Quinn that first week, and I played really hard, really fast, and it just caught up to me. I have no ill will towards anybody. I'm glad I got this experience, and I think the votes for me were everyone except for me. I think everyone is scared of what I can do, and I hope there's another game player besides me in this game, but we'll find out.
Next time on a special double episode,
I'm gonna be the one to kill her and drown her in her own ego.
a Survivor classic leaves some players with a bad taste in their mouths.
It started in my mouth and then just like traveled downwards.
And 2 guys take to some sneaky tactics.
Hopefully this will work out and it could be a very valuable tool to use in this game.